Hey everyone, it's Dorothy with crazyforcrust.com and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make a totally underrated cookie recipe, one of my favorites, oatmeal cookies. Now, oatmeal cookies are one of the forgotten cookies, I feel like. Everyone goes to sugar cookies or chocolate chip or peanut butter, but then there's little old oatmeal that just kind of sneaks right in there and reminds you of how much you love it. And that's this recipe. It's my favorite oatmeal cookie recipe. It's the only one I ever make, and I'm going to show you how to make it 4 different ways with chocolate chips, M&Ms, raisins, or plain, and give you ideas and tips on how to make even more oatmeal cookie variations. You're not going to want to miss this recipe. Such an easy cookie recipe. I don't know why I don't make them more often. I love them plain. I love them with chocolate chips. I love putting M&Ms in them. For those of you who like raisins, you can put raisins in them. You can use nuts or candy or anything that you like. And this is my go-to oatmeal cookie recipe. For more delicious desserts and easy recipes, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Now let's get in the kitchen. This recipe starts like most cookies do, with unsalted butter. I'm using 1 cup of unsalted butter. Make sure that it's room temperature. Add that to a bowl along with brown sugar. Now I'm not using any granulated sugar in this recipe. I just use 1.5 cups of packed brown sugar. I love the flavor that the brown sugar adds, and I love how the brown sugar keeps them soft for days. Plus, I think that brown sugar and oatmeal cookies, they just go together so well. So you're going to cream the butter and the brown sugar until it's nice and smooth. And then you're going to add 2 large eggs and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. You're also going to add salt, baking soda, and cinnamon. It would not be an oatmeal cookie if you didn't add cinnamon. Once that's all mixed, go ahead and add 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour and 3.25 cups of quick cooking oats. Now, if you don't have quick oats, you only have old-fashioned, you can make your own by adding the old-fashioned oats to a food processor or blender and just pulse it a few times and then measure out the quick cooking oats. You can make your own. Once you have your nice thick cookie dough, now it's time, it's a blank canvas, and now it's time to add in whatever mix-ins. Now you can totally leave these plain. I love a good old plain oatmeal cookie. I also love to stuff oatmeal cookies with Rolos, FYI. I've done that before, taking 2 little balls and stuffing a Rolo inside. Super good. But you can also add different mix-ins. So you're gonna want about 1.5 cups of whatever mix-in that you're using. So today I'm either gonna add chocolate chips or raisins or M&Ms. So you can do any of those that you want. Once you have your mix-in stirred in, it's time to scoop your balls of dough. So I'm using a 2 tablespoon cookie scoop today, and I'm gonna just place them on my cookie sheet. I'm not gonna space them out because I'm gonna chill the dough. Once the dough is chilled for about 1 hour to 2 hours, go ahead and spread them out on your cookie sheets. Bake them at 350 degrees for about 10 to 13 minutes until they're nice and golden around the edges and just lose that glossy sheen. Let them cool a few minutes on the cookie sheets, and then you have one of the best oatmeal cookies that you've ever eaten. And there you have it, oatmeal cookies, however you like them. M&Ms, chocolate chips, oatmeal raisin, or plain. I love these cookies. One recipe makes about 2 dozen cookies, 2 tablespoon size, even more if you use a 1 tablespoon cookie scoop. They're soft and they're chewy. I love the M&M ones. If you break them in half, you can see how soft and chewy they look on the inside. Let's taste. It's an oatmeal cookie. It's like the best one that I've had, the best one that I've made, and I've made a lot of them. They're sweet from the brown sugar, chewy from those oats. You can taste the cinnamon. I absolutely love the little M&Ms inside, that chocolate and that crunch. My favorite would be the M&M ones, but you leave me a comment and let me know which one your favorites would be. Please don't say raisin. I don't like raisins. All right, I'm gonna go put these in the freezer because otherwise I will eat the entire batch while you keep watching.